Make sure my mic is loud. My production is right. Y'all know the vibes. Oh, it feels so good. Um, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. And y'all know who y'all looking at. Yeah, get that loop up out of there. Hold on. Here we go, y'all. We coming. Feels so good, right? How we feeling? Let's try this again, shall we? Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. And y'all know who y'all looking at. Welcome to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am your much calmer host, Don P. Pizzle Pod God, all of those good things. Him. I want to thank you guys for y'all continued support of this show and of this platform. And while y'all in the support mood, I need y'all to go and like and share and comment and feedback and all of that good stuff. And while y'all doing that, I need y'all to log on to clevescene.com and vote Club Pizzle for Best Sports Podcast in the Scene Magazine Best of Cleveland edition. Right? Get it, got it, good. Y'all know my motto. We here for a good time and not a long time. I got quite a few things I need to cover today. Got a few things to talk about. And I am going to start one place. I'm gonna start where y'all think where y'all not think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have a commanding three games to 0 lead over the Miami Heat. Am I surprised? Yes, kind of. I honestly, and I still feel like Miami can get one at home. And I said Cavs in 5 for the simple fact that I do have that much respect for the Miami Heat. That is a hard-nosed a hard-nosed basketball team. Got the stupid draft still on brain. That's a hard-nosed basketball team down there. That's a well-coached basketball team down there. They're playing hard. Tyler Hero is a stud. Love Tyler Hero. That boy get busy. I'll get there. Eric Spoelstra is one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. He has shown that. What else I got here? But yes, 3 games to 0 lead, commanding lead. Game 1 last Sunday, the Cavaliers came out on top 121-100. Game 2, which was Wednesday night, which I was in attendance. We don't lose when I show up. We win 121-112. And yesterday afternoon, which I think is absolutely the crustiest and the dumbest thing ever, that you have the number 1 seed in a conference playing in the afternoon in Miami. I think that's crap. Did they ever do the Heatles like that? Probably not. The Cleveland disrespect does have to stop. I still do feel like that. I still said what I said on Friday. I still stand on that. I am allowed to express that. Don't like the way that they cover us up here. They win that game 124-87. Without Darius Garland as well. Game 4 is tomorrow at 7:30 at the, how the hell do you say this arena's name? The Kaseya Center. What the hell is that? Miami. And like these stupid corporate sponsors, I don't know. That's a local spot. Like I've never heard of that. Tomorrow, 7:30, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the opportunity to send the Miami Heat home. They have an opportunity to make the Miami Heat pass the sticks. Playoff Spider. I'm not gonna say he didn't play well yesterday. He just didn't score at the clip that we've been used to seeing him play. Used to him score. Going into the game yesterday, he scored 30 in like 6 or 7 consecutive playoff games. And yesterday, I think he ended up with 13. He's averaging 24 for the series. He has 2 30-point games. He's balling. He's playing out of his mind. Game 1 and game 2, he came out and set the tone as a star is supposed to. And in big moments like in game 2 where Miami in the fourth quarter decided to make their run, as I was expecting all of that, Donovan in the fourth quarter hit some big shots, big clutch shots for him, averaging 24 for the series. Darius Garland is averaging 24 points in 2 games. He missed yesterday. I think it's funny how they're trying to make a big deal of him saying they're going to pick on Tyler Hero. But Tyler Hero know he don't play defense. So why he get mad about at Darius Garland for saying that? And he threw a shot, but Darius didn't play, toe hurting, whatever. I believe he's day to day. So we'll see what happens there. Jared Allen is killing. Jared Allen had him a game yesterday. He was having his own personal slam dunk contest. Go Big J.A. The Cleveland Cavaliers currently have 7 players averaging 10 points per. That's right on par with the regular season. You have your starting 5, as well as Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter, who had a big game yesterday after not scoring in the first game. He played big in game 2, had a big game yesterday. Ty Jerome had an off game in game 2, played tremendous in game 1, and played well yesterday. They had 4 guys score 20 yesterday. They turned the defense on. They got physical. People are saying, and the pundits and the experts have been saying, this team is not physical enough. They're physical. They've been playing physical. They have been absolutely getting busy on the defensive end. Physical. Again, chance to close it out tomorrow. Close this thing out. Make them pass the sticks. We can move on to the second round and wait on the Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers. Hopefully that one goes like 6 or 7, because like the rest thing really don't mean nothing with them. Even though the Pacers are the tougher matchup in the second round, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I know that it's inevitable, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'll just say, let's go Cavs game 4 tomorrow. Congratulations to my guy, Evan Bartholomew Mobley. His middle name isn't Bartholomew. I just like saying it and it sounds good. And it's funny. Let me get my funnies off. Defensive Player of the Year for 2024-2025. First Cleveland Cavalier to ever win that award. That is, I'm not going to say that's surprising because, successful in the 80s. You had, the 90s, of course. I understand it. It is what it is. But Evan Mobley got that award. He earned that award. He won it by a lot. Draymond Green tried. You tried, Bucko. You tried real hard, buddy. I still don't believe he was top 3. There was somebody else that should have been ranked higher than him. I believe Jaren Jackson Jr., another former Defensive Player of the Year, should have been ranked a little bit higher than Draymond. But it don't matter. Evan Mobley got it. And of course, everybody wants to hate. If it wasn't for Wemby being out, he probably wouldn't have won it. So what? Stop hating. Stop shading. Enjoy it. Congratulations, Ev. It seemed like everyone was everybody was happy for him. He didn't seem happy, but Ev, this is what Ev is. He is who he is. He's just so grounded. That's what it is. He's grounded. He's a calm guy. And I've been saying that for a while. He just keeps it quiet. He chills. But at some point, I want him to scream and get however. But he's done it this way and won Defensive Player of the Year. So who am I to say how you should act? Act the way you need to act, buddy. I'm happy for you. Ty Jerome, third in Sixth Man of the Year. DeAndre Hunter finished fourth. Peyton Pritchard won that award. Ty Jerome got robbed. I don't care what nobody says. This is big market BS. I'm watching the curses today. I think I'm past the monetization thing. I don't even care. I told you I don't care. But Peyton Pritchard won that. Darius Garland wasn't even a finalist for Clutch Player of the Year, which I think is more big market BS. Jalen Brunson won that award. I want to see who voted. And I want them to explain why they voted. That's all. Because if you look at six-man numbers, Ty Jerome's numbers are better than Peyton Pritchard's. Ty Jerome's numbers are better, and he played half the minutes Peyton Pritchard played. Peyton Pritchard played like 30 minutes a game. I think it's BS, whatever. Coach of the Year hasn't been announced yet. Our Kenny Atkinson is up for that award. Good luck to Kenny. He should win it. If he don't, I'll be happy if JB Bickerstaff wins it. But then on the other hand, I would be like, that's some BS because we've seen this movie before. I've seen this movie before as a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I watched JB Bickerstaff take a team that was horrible and lifted them up. It made gradual improvements with them. I'm telling you, they do not respect the Cavaliers. They don't. It's nasty. It's disgusting. I don't know if y'all saw my Facebook post from earlier when I said maybe I was a little harsh. I still stand on. I don't like the fact that they give the Cavs these bum ass announcers. Yesterday wasn't bad. I actually like Greg Anthony as an analyst. I like Reggie Miller on TNT as an analyst. I was not feeling Candace Parker. I apologize. I like Candace Parker. She's just not good as the color commentator. She's not. I'll say that, but I've already said too much. But Turner, and I think Turner now is mailing it in because this is the end. But Kevin Harlan is great. Iron Eagle is fantastic. Everybody else got to go. But I think they mailed it in. And hopefully Amazon next year, they are building a dream team over there at Amazon with their NBA coverage. Love it. ESPN's is no better. The A team is Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, I believe Doris Burke. A few of those squads it's bad. So basically, NBA coverage, the commentary teams, they aren't that good. But I still stand on what I stand on. The number one seed should get the A broadcast team. I don't want to hear Spiros Didos or whatever the hell his name is. I'm cool. I still stand on what I said. And I'm still allowed to express myself. Speaking of expressing myself, the Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about it. The NFL draft took place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And let's just run through these draft picks. I'm going to run them down, and then I'll actually, I don't need this microphone stand today. I want to hold my microphone today. Maybe I shouldn't, but I am. Once again, I'm going to say I still feel the way that I feel about Thursday. That's not changing. I am not changing that. I won't change the fact I didn't like it. I wanted who I wanted. I'm allowed to like who I like. I'm allowed to not like something. I'm allowed to want who I want. I'm allowed to not like somebody because they're not the person that I would have picked. I watched y'all do that for years. I sat back and I seen you idiots do that for years. Now, let's talk about this draft. First round, pick 5, traded down. Could have got Travis Hunter. Got Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. In the second round, pick number 33, Carson Schwessinger, linebacker from UCLA. A good story about him is he was like a walk-on or something like that. Good for him. Welcome to Cleveland, Carson Schwessinger. One of the picks they got from the Travis Hunter, Mason Graham pick swap. From number 36 in the second round, they drafted Quishon Judkins, which should make all of you Buckeye fans in Ohio happy. Running back from the Ohio State University. By the way, I still do plan on covering Ohio State this fall. Stay tuned. In the third round, 67 pick, they got Harold Fanning Jr., tight end from Bowling Green by way of Canton, Ohio. Welcome home, kid. Number 94 from Buffalo, third round, Dylan Gabriel, quarterback from Oregon. From the Jacksonville Jaguars in the fourth round, 126. This was the other pick from that deal. Dylan Sampson, running back from Tennessee. And finally, traded back up in the fifth round, pick number 144. Welcome to Cleveland, Shedeur Sanders. That is your 2025 Cleveland Browns draft class. Now, as the anger and the venting that I got off my chest before they started on Friday, I was pissed. Looking back on this, they made good value picks. They get good grades for the value picks. Cool. Still, this is the NFL draft. We don't know how these guys are going to pan out. You got to give them time. And I told you how analytics with the draft works. Of these 7 picks, if more than 4 of them work out, they deem it as a success. So if Mason Graham, Quishon Judkins, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders, if Mason Graham, Quishon Judkins, Dylan Sampson, Shedeur Sanders, if those 4 pan out, they deem it successful. I hate it. Sounds stupid, doesn't it? You make all of these picks, you want all of them to hit. They're banking on 3 of these picks not hitting and still saying, oh, well, we were successful. But overall, they had a good draft. I'll give them credit where credit is due. Now, I know you guys are sitting there wondering, Don, you said you're taking a sabbatical. You said you're taking time off. You saying you needed a break from the Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about it. This is a conditional sabbatical, okay? Stay with me. I have on there my conditions for my sabbatical. I will watch the Cleveland Browns, but I will not be rooting for the Cleveland Browns. From now until January 1st, 2026, taking the rest of the year off. I will watch, I will root, but I won't root. I will cover the Cleveland Browns. I will talk about them right here on this show. I had to sit back and I had to think about it. This show has been on for 4 years. I have talked about the Cleveland Browns for 4 years. It's a part of the show. So I am going to cover them. I'm not going to root for them. I will be unbiased. If they do something great, I will give them credit for doing something great. If they do bad, if they play like trash, I am also going to let that be known. But I will not be rooting for them. I will not be rooting against them either. I will buy a Shedeur Sanders jersey. And you damn right, I will get orange and brown diamond turfs or whatever signature shoe that they decide to get Shedeur Sanders. But I will not be rooting for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. I'm getting Browns colored diamond turfs because I've been thinking about it for at least 4 months. I see all of my sons on my news feed on Facebook. Y'all my sons. I've been said it. I've been on it. I've had conversations with my friends about it. Chris Cargile will tell you. My guy Jason Jones will tell you. My guy Waverly West will tell you. My dog DJ Congo will tell you. I've been on orange and brown diamond turfs for months. I'm not only a sports guy, I'm a shoe guy. I'm sneaker man. Go through my page, you'll see it. You see me outside, I'm gonna have on something. You catch me at a Cavs game, I got on something nice on my feet. If you ever seen me at a Cleveland Charge game, I've always had something nice on my feet. If you ever see me at a Browns game, if you ever see me inside of a bar, if you ever see me at Walmart, if you ever see me sitting on my damn porch, if you ever been to a cookout of mine, you already know I'm always have something nice on my feet. So I'm always thinking. So months ago, I said it. Hey, we'd love to get Shedeur here. Orange and brown diamond turfs? Don't mind if I do. I've been on it. Oh, final thing. If Shedeur Sanders touches the field during the regular season, sabbatical over. I'm rooting for Shedeur. Again, don't care for the Browns. Don't care about it. But the minute he touches the field, if he touches the field in 2025, at any point, sabbatical over. So let me run through these conditions again of my conditional sabbatical for the slow people in the back. And also I can just run through these and this will be my clip up that I'm going to post in my clips tomorrow. So conditional sabbatical. I will be watching, but I will not be rooting for or against the Cleveland Browns. I will cover the Cleveland Browns, but I will not be rooting for or against them. I will be unbiased. There will be no Homer talk. I will not say the words we when it comes to the Cleveland Browns in 2025. Yes, I'm buying a Shedeur Sanders jersey. Yes, I'm getting Browns colored diamond turfs. But no, I will not be rooting for the Cleveland Browns. And if Shedeur plays at any point during the regular season, sabbatical is over. Those are the conditions for my sabbatical. If anybody got a problem with it, guess who don't give a fuck? Me. So much for the monetization. Now, I got all that out of the way. 26 minutes. I'm still going to. There's a few other things I want to talk about when it comes to this draft. They drafted 2 running backs relatively high. It's time to have that uncomfortable conversation about one Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Okay? Y'all ready to have this conversation? No. But I'm going to have it with you anyway. Browns fans, do not, I repeat, do not be surprised if Nick Chubb is not here next year. He's not what he used to be. It's over. The Nick Chubb that y'all want to see again, you're not going to see him again. Back-to-back seasons of injury, of back-to-back leg injuries, it's over. He got paid. He got his money. He's a free agent now. And let me ask you guys a question. If he was that much of a commodity, don't y'all think he would have been signed with a team by now? The Browns have all of the leverage in this situation. There are no offers. At least we haven't seen any. I haven't seen any. Have y'all seen any? Nope, probably not, because y'all don't pay that much attention. But if somebody wanted him, they would have him. If Andrew Berry wanted to bring him back, he'd be back by now. But you signed Quashawn Judkins, who was part of one of the best running back tandems in the country last year, and you signed the SEC Player of the Year, or you draft him. Both of those guys are relatively high in the draft. Nicholas Jamal Chubb, thanks for the memories. I was one of the few people who was on the Nick Chubb bandwagon from the time he got there. I'm not like most of you phonies who was pissed off and like, who is Nick Chubb? Y'all was calling him another SEC running back when he replaced y'all sweet, precious Carlos Hyde. Let's talk about it. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about it. I've said it before. I was right about it, and now it's over. Thanks, Nick. If he comes back, cool. If he doesn't come back, don't say I didn't say anything. Situations like this makes being a podcaster, like, some things have to be addressed. The way Shedeur Sanders was treated this weekend, we've never seen that. This is unprecedented. A guy that was projected as a top 5 talent in the draft, a guy that was projected to go on the first day, fell from top 10 to damn near not mentioned at all, drafted in the 5th round. There is no way in the world that was supposed to happen to him. I feel like it was collusion. Nobody can change my mind about that. And I'm looking at a bunch of people, and I've seen it in my newsfeed and on my timeline and in comments. A bunch of people that look like me and look like him hating on that kid. Why? If I see one more of you house N-words saying he's too arrogant, he should be humble. Are y'all serious? I have a question. I hate to even have to go here. I don't like going here. I like to keep this thing sports. I like to keep it sports on this platform just because it's sports. I talk sports. But I have a question. Why do we, and when I say we, I say people that look like me and people that look like y'all. Why do we have to be humble or humble ourselves to make others feel comfortable? That kid has been a star for I don't know how many years. That kid has been good at football since he started playing football. He's supposed to humble himself. His dad is one of the greatest to ever do it, and he's learned from his dad. I also saw somebody say he's doing all of that, and he hasn't been in the league yet. He hasn't done none of this stuff, and he hasn't done anything. Well, let me give you this quick fact, my good friend. Do you know that Deion Sanders created the persona primetime while he was in college and hadn't proved a damn thing yet? Bet you didn't know that, right? Yeah, look it up. Google it. Do your Googles. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Actually, just watch his Hall of Fame speech. He says it. He made that up in college. As a freshman in college, in his dorm room. Created the primetime persona. Y'all mean to tell me that this dude, he's a 4-star recruit. 4-star recruits are great. Chose to go to a HBCU. His dad was there, yes. But he chose to go to a HBCU. Went down there. Turned the program around. Dominated. Moved up to a big D1. Moved up to a big Power 5, Power 4, whatever it is now. Big conference, Big 12 conference. And put up fantastic numbers. School records, I believe. And I'm supposed to believe that he's not good enough to play in the NFL? They questioned everything about him and said this and that about him. And they did the exact same thing to every other. They did it to Joe Burrow. They did it to Baker Mayfield. They did it to all of these guys, but they still picked those guys at the top. Cleveland, y'all have the audacity to complain about this move when they drafted a crackhead in Johnny Manziel. Y'all know Johnny Manziel was snorting coke down at the 9, right? Y'all know that, right? And y'all heard him say, like, when he got to the NFL, he was burnt out. It was over with. The Cleveland Browns have also drafted a dude that was old enough. They drafted Brandon Wheaton at 26 years old, 28 years old. Y'all got the audacity to question this one? They drafted Brady Quinn because they felt sorry for him. He was sitting in the draft room looking like a doof, and they drafted him. Come on now. They drafted Tim Couch and didn't give him any help. I'm trying to think of the first round quarterbacks they picked. Baker Mayfield was the best quarterback that the Browns have drafted since 1999. Let's be clear about that, and the numbers say so. I just want somebody to help me understand. Be humble. I don't know about y'all. I want my quarterback to be cocky. I want my quarterback to have that swag. I want my quarterback to be that one. Be like, hey, I'm going to follow that. I'm going to follow this guy. I want them to take that attitude on. And when I step on the field, I am that dude. I am the shit when I step on the field. I forgot y'all swagless, so who cares? As for the prank call, clown-ish. That Atlanta Falcons coach, I'm not going to say that coach needs to be fired, but something does need to happen there. And that kid is lucky somebody don't come find him. I don't want to put that in the universe, so forget that I said that. I love the way Shador handled that. He's just a punk kid doing punk kid stuff. And he let it go. I ain't playing in the NFL. I don't want to let it go. I thought I thought it was BS. And I'm seeing people not like that don't look like me, that don't look like you, or some of my people. I'm not going to say my whole audience looks like me, but the majority of my audience looks like me. But I saw the ones that don't look like me trying to justify it and think that it's funny. That's not funny. You playing with my livelihood. You playing with my life here. That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. Trying to think of what else. Oh, the best thing about that whole entire weekend with Shador and the Sanders family, the highlight is Shiloh. God bless Shiloh Sanders. And also Deion Sanders Jr., a.k.a. Bucky. Bucky's behind the camera. He does their content stuff. But that whole time, anytime you saw Shador, Shiloh was right there. Shiloh is the big brother that some of y'all need out there. I can tell a lot of you dudes can't find y'all dads, and a lot of y'all didn't have big brothers or that person or the cool uncle or that person to look up to because you act like it. He needed that for Shiloh to be there with the jokes. Like, damn, if they doing you like this, imagine what they getting ready to do to me. Shiloh is entertaining. And again, shout out to Shiloh, undrafted free agent signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love that. I was kind of hoping that the Browns did grab him just because. I think like he's ultimate big brother. Same thing with Bucky. They stuck with him. The words of encouragement, you could hear Bucky saying, it's okay. God is great. This is supposed to happen like this. It's okay, little brother. It's in God's will. I loved hearing that. I loved the scene of them dancing when he got drafted and hugging and so happy for him. All you saw was veneers. The whole damn family veneered up. Coach Prime too. All of them, Jesus, smiling, seeing all their teeth. It was a great sight. Even their mom was there. And if y'all know the Sanders family drama with Coach Prime and the mom and the incident and everything that happened with them, for her to be there at that moment was a great moment. And I think that was something like that. That was, damn it, I forget her name. I hate that. I'm forgetting her name, but I believe after Friday when he went undrafted, either she was like, I'm coming to my baby, or one of them made a phone call and said, you need to get here. But for a mother, or she might have been there the whole time. I don't know. But for a mother, get your baby. She had to be there for her baby. She was there with her baby at a moment where he needed her. He got a great support system around him. Both parents, big brothers, and his sister. Everybody was there for him. And that's a hell of a moment. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do when he gets to Cleveland. He's going to look at Dylan Gabriel because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be in lockers next to each other. He's going to look at Dylan Gabriel and he's going to say, don't unpack that suitcase. So now the Cleveland Browns have the wildest quarterback room ever. Yes, Deshaun Watson is still on the team. They have Joe Flacco. They have Kenny Pickett. They have Shedeur Sanders, and they have Dylan Gabriel. It's an interesting quarterback room. There is going to be a wide open quarterback competition, which I believe Joe Flacco will eventually win. And we'll see. I was going to review WrestleMania, but y'all know what? I'm hungry. I'll say this about WrestleMania. It wasn't as good as last year, but it was a good show. There was some kick-ass matches. Jey Uso and Gunther. Congratulations to Jey Uso getting his win. Jade and Naomi was wonderful. Jacob Fatu and LA Knight was a certified banger. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair ended up being a good match, like a lot of fans thought it would be. It was just how they got there and the build up to it, which ruined the feud. Seth Roman and CM Punk delivered on the main event in night 1. I called it. Thank you, Don. Say, Don, you were right. I called it. Seth turned. Heyman turned on everybody. He turned on both of them. Night 2 opened with a banger. Io Sky over Bianca and Rhea, which was the match of the weekend for me. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest beat the hell out of each other. I called Dirty Dom in a fantastic fatal 4-way. Randy Orton and Joe Hendry. And Logan and AJ Styles was pretty good. Becky Lynch coming back. I think I might have called that one as well. And John Cena, congratulations, 17-time champion. But overall, I thought the show was decent. It's not as bad as a lot of you complaining ass wrestling fans said it to be. But I enjoyed the show. Raw, that's how you do a Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. They had everything. And it went 3 hours. And SmackDown was good as hell, too. So the new year is kicking off in the WWE. The off-season is over with. I might bring the rest of the stuff back. I don't know, man. It all depends. If I do, it'll be with a co-host, or I might just make some phone calls and see who has a wrestling show that they want me to contribute to. All right, and with that said, man, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, look at me, 44 minutes. Yeah, baby, I give it to you. Best podcast out there. Give everything to you in 45 minutes or less. Thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Till next time, y'all. Peace out. Oh, by the way, before I get out of here, I won't be here Thursday. I'm taking the next 2 weeks off. I need a break. I'm tired. I need a break. And I'm going to be out of town next Thursday. Not this coming Thursday, but next. I think I'm going to be out of town. So I'm taking some days off, man. I need a break. Okay. So again, peace out.